Okay, hello everyone. Welcome back. This is Foul Play here, and I'm back doing another Modern League with Bogles. So going to be playing all the 5 matches today in one sitting. It's a weekend round. That's what we do on the weekend. So today we are going to be running the list I've run for the last few rounds. I've run it every league except for one where I was still testing Lurus, and I decided that wasn't really good enough with the way the metagame shifted. So we've got the Leyline in the main deck. We've also got the Savage Swipe in the main deck. We do not have any 2-mana auras outside of Daybreak Coronet because we want to enable a turn 2 Savage Swipe pretty reliably for if we verse things with Noble Hierarch or Arbor Elf, and even humans. It's pretty good picking off an early Thalia's Lieutenant or something before it gets massive. Alright, so other than that, in our sideboard, we have got the Path to Exiles for if we run into Death Shadow. We've got the Torpor Orb. I'm getting a little bit sick of losing to all of these ad nauseum decks, and this will shut off the Phyrexian on. This will shut off if they have the combo between Thassa's Oracle and the 1-mana black spell that just cycles through their deck. Alright, we got Gadok Tig for Tron and Eldrazi Tron, likewise with Force. We got the Suppression Field for a variety of things, pods are included. We have got the one of Stony Silence, which I put in there for against Tron decks on the play. Not against Eldrazi Tron though, just against Tron decks. Rest in Peace for anything running Mystic Sanctuary and Cryptic Command. It's also a good removal spell, or pseudo removal spell for against Tarmogoyf decks. And yeah, finishing that off, we are going to go ahead and run this list into a league here. Very sorry about that. Sorry, I swallowed a little bit of my saliva the wrong way. Alright, so we have found our round 1 opponent here. And looks like we're going to be on the draw. Definitely not as explosive of deck when you're on the draw. This hand is pretty decent though. I'm going to go ahead and keep it. We do have the Totem Armor for our Core Spirit Dancer. Against something like Ponza as well, we're actually going to have access to our basic land types. So yeah, in the blind, on the draw, I think this is a reasonable keep. Obviously going in on the Dried Arbor line here would be quite iffy. Despite having the Totem Armor, we wouldn't have a second white source after fetching out the Dried Arbor. So we're going to let our opponent kick this one off. See what they're going to do. And then get on and do our best in the league. Alright, looks like we are versing a humans deck. Now, our elemental deck, pardon me. Okay. Alright, elemental card on top of their library, and then shuffle the library. Alright, Risen Reef. Alright, that's not too bad here. So we're going to go ahead and throw down our Windswept Heath unless we draw something different. Alright, Savage Swipe, not going to be too bad. Definitely dealing with elementals is going to be handy. 1, 2, and... Alright, so we are going to take 1 point of damage here from the Harbinger, and then we're going to fetch out a Temple Garden at the end of our turn. Make sure we have access to our colors here. Jam Core Spirit Dancer and pass. Alright, we got the second Core Spirit Dancer. Hopefully we won't need it. Hopefully one will be good enough. We can definitely turn the pressure up this turn. With Rancor and Savage Swipe and all of that good stuff that we do. Alright, so we do have the Savage Swipe to remove this Risen Reef quite promptly. Yep. Alright, and that is going to be fine. We can put a whole bunch of pressure down here on our opponent this turn. They've got a lot of land in play now. Only 2 cards in hand though, so dare I say they're fast running out of gas here. And they don't have anything that returns it from their graveyard to play yet. Razorvedge Thicket is a really good one here. Alright, so let's go ahead and Rancor. We'll set up our yields for Core Spirit Dancer. And... Alright, well we can't quite kill our opponent this turn, so we're going to go ahead and get rid of his Risen Reef while we can. Fly through in the air for 7 points of damage, set up the kill for next turn. We could go for extra damage there, but there's really no need to. Especially seems like just giving them the extra draw off of this, like the second copy of the Risen Reef is just going to be a little bit loose in my opinion. Like extra resources, they could just cast 10 spells this turn for all we know with the amount of mana that they've got, and if they had 2 copies they could just combo through. It's like when we have 2 Core Spirit Dancers, we draw a lot. Alright, so this guy has got haste. Alright, so they do draw 1 card off that. They put a land into play off that, pardon me. They're going to attack, get the other Risen Reef back. It doesn't look like they're going to be able to kill us this turn. We get a pretty easy win next turn though. So that's all fine. Not super familiar with Elemental lists, but I know they can go pretty wide. But we also don't have to worry about Spell Queller or anything in the main board. Is that a Risen Reef in hand? It's looking that way at the moment. Alright, Risen Reef in hand. Gotcha. So here comes 3 cards. They get to draw 3 cards off this. That's sort of what I was talking about before. Denying those resources, slowing them right down, hopefully. So 5 cards in hand. Here comes another Elemental. Shriekmaw. Okay, they got the Destroy effect. So that was loose, me not playing the Hyena Umbra there. I've just lost my Core Spirit Dancer now. And all of a sudden we're on the back foot. Alright. Good, good. Play loose, get punished. If we draw land, we can still go Scout, Aura, Daybreak. And we don't draw land. Alright, well, I assume we still just play out the Scout. Ethereal Armor, Rancor, look to chump block, try and live at turn. It's pretty annoying that I misplayed like that. We would have been pretty assured the victory if I didn't play Griffspan and instead played the Hyena Umbra. Honestly, Shriekmaw just wasn't a card that was on my radar. Oh, is this Lightning Skelemental? Yikes. Alright, well we can first strike the Skelemental, and that's not going to be too bad as long as they don't draw another one. If they draw another Skelemental, we might be in trouble. Oh, Phantasmal Image. Yikes. Okay, okay. Here comes Hard Mode. I think they almost have enough to go wide. Another Skelemental or Phantasmal Image, and I'm willing to, you know, concede this one, but we will see what happens. Is this... Illusion, okay. Alright, card combo city here. Good news is our Torporobs are going to have a lot of use here. And I think we probably remove our Savage Swipes for Path to Exile, which is a little more effective than putting the Risen Reef in the graveyard. Alright. Skelemental's going to be good enough to win this one for our opponent. So we're going to go ahead and concede. They've got, you know, 18 points of damage there. We can stop 6 of it, but 12 still goes there, and then they go wide with another 5. So, or another 4, pardon me. But that's going to be enough to kill us. So, yep, as I was saying before, Path and Torporob going to be really good. I think Leyline is probably a pretty safe out. And Rest in Peace might actually be an okay in with their graveyard interaction that they are doing. Might remove 1 Savage Swipe, 1 Core Spirit Dancer, and we'll go with that. I think that is pretty fine. Alright, well, we didn't need to lose that one, that game, but we definitely lost it from my misplaying, mismanaging of auras, all of that. Oh, well, that is going to happen from time to time. Learn from it and improve from it. We do also have to be a little bit careful here of things like Night of Autumn as well, but hopefully we find our Torporobs and they do a bit of work towards answering that for us. Alright, so here for a mulligan to 6, we've got a pretty good looking hand, missing 1 land, but upside is really high if we do hit it in the first 2 turns. And then we resolve Daybreak Coronet and we're in a really good spot from there. So I'm going to go ahead and keep it. Bottom 1 of our Rancors. And go ahead, play out our Scout. Pretty incredible how, like, I haven't seen humans in, like, a ridiculously long time. I reckon not since, like, pre-Luris. Alright, here comes the Ether Vial. So we're going to go ahead and play the Rancor, get the extra 2 points of damage. Looks like we are drawing the Horizon Canopy anyway, so we do actually get to curve out quite nicely here, be super hyper aggressive, attack on him. So yeah, now as far as land is concerned, if we draw like 1 white mana source this turn, then no more land, and we'll be happy. We'll curve out perfectly. Even if we don't draw that though, just Daybreak attack for a bunch is going to be very, very strong. Daybreak attack for 7. Gain 7. Pressure is definitely being put back on our opponent here. Ether Vial. Do I want to consider... I don't think I want to consider Force of Vigor or Stony Silence or anything for Ether Vial. I think that's probably a little bit narrow, although, I don't know, maybe. Maybe. Alright, we draw a Hyena Umbra. I think it's just correct here to just go ahead and play the Daybreak Coronet. Get the attack in while we can. Get in the life while we can. If they answer it with a Night of Autumn next turn, whatever. Or a Deputy of Detention. Alright, attack for 7. We've got our Vigilance now as well, so we'll be able to block a lot of what they're doing. Or a lot of what they are able to do. And I think they're going to take at least another turn to set up before they are able to go off. At which point we can just go Grispoon, Hyena Umbra, attack for 9 in the air, and we win. Looks like the combat math is working out pretty nicely for us here. Alright. Wispmare, destroy target enchantment. So it looks like we're going to be losing Hyena Umbra. Oh, they've got the Phantasmal Image, destroy Rancor, we lose Daybreak Coronet. Alright. I respect that. Opponent knows the interaction. We can recast Rancor though, and we can attack for a bunch. So I'm not that concerned yet. I might slow roll this Grispoon just because I value the flying a little bit more than I value the first strike. Oh, they got the Surgical Extraction for the Rancor as well. Yikes, that is savage. Holy moly. Although they have taken their life total down to 7 doing that. Yeah. Okay. Well, we can attack for 3 over 3 turns. Maybe draw an extra aura. Surgical Extraction. Getting it done. With the Wispmares. Alright, our scared little scout here. Alright. Flame making. Risen Reef on top of their library. Alright, so they're setting up for reasonable next turn. Alright, Temple Garden can just come into play tapped here. We'll play out our auras, we'll attack in the air. And then if we draw any 1 aura next turn, we've got the win. So they're down to 4. And yeah, I think we're going to be pretty decent still. But yeah, as I said before, these decks are pretty aggressive. Oh, they've got flying on this Wismare. Are you kidding me? That's rude. Oh no. I smell something returning this phantasmal image as well. Or returning Wismare. That silly creature. We might be losing to elementals here after my complete misplay in game 1. That's pretty unfortunate. Pretty unfortunate. Benefits of playing a deck that is not on anyone's radars though. Sunbaked Canyon. Risen Reef on field. What else is our opponent going to do? They've only got 2 cards in hand now. What is this one? Okay. Alright, here comes back the Wismare to ruin all our fun. We draw land, we can return Grixis, so I assume they're going to take the Hyena Umbra here. They get a draw off that as well. Yeah, this whole deck's pretty synergistic. It would have been nice if we drew this Torpor of Vows, though. It's pretty unfortunate them getting to go off like this. Got like 6 removal spells and haven't seen any of them. Okay. Well, we're just gonna play the slow game here by the looks of things. Pesky little Wismares. Alright, cycle Horizon Canopy before you play the Razor Verge Thicket. Does allow the Razor Verge to come into play untapped. Alright, we do get the Torpor Orb here, which is going to be pretty massive in helping us stabilize against what they are doing. Alright, so we're just going to 6 through the turn, because there's really nothing we can do with 0 cards in hand, and, you know, Torpor Orb's all the interaction I think we need at the moment. Saltily ask and you shall receive. But yeah, not out of the woods yet. We do need to start pulling auras. Hopefully first strike. Yikes. Lightning Skelemental is a good one. Alright, so no blocks. We're going to take 7 damage. Lightning Skelemental to the grave. Expect they're going to try and block with this thing at some point in time. Return the Lightning Skelemental. Although I'm not sure they can return the Lightning Skelemental. Alright, let's hold on to the Growth Spoon here in case we draw a Core Spirit Dancer. And just chill for a bit. Although, yeah, that might be worse if our opponent plays Lightning Skelemental and makes us discard. That would be worse. Alright, well there you go. Sometimes your opponents just have it. What can you do? So getting attacked for 8 now, and our life total is all of a sudden gone into a very precarious place. Good to see them attacking with Vesplark. Means they won't be able to block with it and return a Lightning Skelemental or anything. Or return a freaking Wismare, or I don't know. If we draw Daybreak, we might still be okay. Alright, well, Ethereal Armor is potentially going to have to do. Looks like they've got 2, 3, 5 damage on the field. Alright, let's attack and try to force something here. Not going to win from holding back at this stage. If we draw land and return Griffin, we're still 1 point of damage off of winning. Obviously, we're just dead to another lightning skelemental here, but not much you can do there. Alright, street more. I'm not sure how that works. He cast Shriekmaw not for Evoke, and then it stayed on the battlefield. I don't think Torporob should interact that way. Alright, so as I said, Griffin is not a win. We're going to go ahead and cycle Horizon Canopy, look for something better. Alright, so can we attack here? If we attack, they block here. Yep, we can attack. Alright, cool. Play Bogle, block the Shriekmaw with Bogle, take 2 wide, and look to win. Alright. So... Oh wait, no, that's wrong. I assumed they'd block there, but they didn't block, and now we're just dead to the stupid fly. Alright, my bad. Yeah, bad beats. Might have been a little bit different if I cast the Griffin. And then, you know, when I draw the... Alright, well, that's going to go ahead and be game there. We can block... Oh, we can't even block that because it's got fear, right? Alright, so we're just dead anyway. We can block the Risen Reef. I wonder what our next card was. Oh, Path to Exile. That might have been useful. Alright. So, round 1 we just lost to Elementals. Yeah, it would have been nice if we'd done something. Like, obviously we misplayed game 1 there, and that's on me. But yeah, game 2, just the interaction was really good from my opponent. They managed to, you know, 3 for 1 hour enchantments. I think they even got a 4th enchantment with the Wingmares or Whiskmares or whatever they were called. And yeah, so I feel like if I knew my opponent's deck a little bit better, I could play a little bit better. Maybe I could have held the Daybreak Coronet for an extra turn as well. Yeah, I just really didn't expect 2 destroy effects in 1 turn, and then yeah, lose Daybreak Coronet off of that. But you know, there you go. That's something that Elementals can do, and that's something you got to look out for if you do ever come up with the deck, up against the deck. Alright, here back for the second match. Let's see if we can play a little bit tighter than what we did last game. Alright, Motti Gome. Alright, and we are on the draw here, but the hand looks pretty decent. We're going to keep it. Alright, it's Tron. Knowing it's Tron, does it change anything? I don't think so. I think we keep anyway. Yeah, Tron's a little bit of a hard matchup, but it definitely helps when you're on the play. But having said that, this hand is pretty decent, and having just drawn that second Rancor, I'm pretty pleased. If we draw a green source, we can turn to attack for 5. And even if we don't, we will have enough power to deal with a Worm Coil Engine should that come down. Just need to try and dodge, you know, the likes of Ugin, the likes of Khan. Well, mostly just Ugin. We can even deal with a Khan. Let's be real. Alright, so we got plenty of duplicates here. I'm just going to slow roll... Wait, my opponent bricked on land. Why am I slow rolling Core Spirit Dancer? Okay, that's a bit odd. My mistake. Alright. This opponent gonna just... Alright, there's the Urza's Mine. Looks like he's perhaps got the Ancient Stirrings to utilize here. Expedition map. Alright, so we're facing turn 3 Tron. Alright, and we draw our Core Spirit Dancer, so that's going to be really, really good here. I think I'm going to get the Temple Garden here, just in case our Rancors go from the battlefield to the grave sort of thing. Going to go ahead and... I think I put Rancor on Core Spirit Dancer. hope she lives. I don't think attacking for 6, putting him for 10. Oh, that's a good draw. Okay. Maybe attacking for 6 would have been good enough with the knowledge of Daybreak Coronet on tap. Okay. Okay. Alright, they're sacking Expedition Map, so they'll only have access to 3 mana here this turn off the tower. Yep, 3 mana tower. This is Sphere, and let's see if they can do anything else relevant. We're going to have lethal this next turn, and that's going to be pretty nice to... Oh, Ugin the Spirit Dragon. Get out of here, you disgusting card. You disgusting, hateful card. Alright, so Daybreak Coronet and opponent scoops. And Hyena Umbra. I did that backwards, but you know. Alright, opponent conceded. So we're going to go ahead and take out these ley lines and these savage swipes. They're not going to be very good here. We're going to go ahead and bring in our Gadok Teague, our Stony Silence, and our Force of Vigors. All of which are cards that are going to be pretty effective. Actually, on the draw, I might go the Suppression Field over the Stony Silence. Slightly better because it affects the Planeswalkers and not just the eggs, which they can... If they turn one map, you know, they're going to cycle the map in response to us casting our Stony Silence. Anyway, yep. So this is going to be fine. Yep, we'll keep that. Other than that, do we want to remove a land? Probably not. Let's see what our hand has to offer here. Alright, opponent is deciding whether or not to play first, selecting their companion now, and then we're going to get into it. Alright, no lander, so obvious mulligan. See what... Alright, this hand looks pretty good. I'm going to go ahead and keep it. I'm probably going to just ditch the Force of Vigor here. Let the strength of my hand do the talking. A Force of Vigor is good because, like, you can force a turn 1 map, but when we mulligan to 6 and we're already low on resources, you know, just get rid of it. Gadok Teague's going to hopefully be good enough. Gadok Teague's going to be good enough against anything but, like, Walking Ballista here, so... I like those odds. Alright, no turn 1 play for my opponent. Do they have the natural Tron? Undone by the natural Gadok Teague. Let us see. Forest, alright. Sylvan Scrying. What are they searching up here? We're going to have a spy. Alright, they're searching up Power Plant. Just tap for 2. And here my opponent isn't really applying any pressure. I feel like I can go in on the Core Spirit Dancer, do the turn 3 Gadok Teague. Hopefully we draw land so we can do Aura Attack plus Gadok Teague. And then we should be pretty good after that. Gigantha into hand. Alright, whatever. If you plays Ugin, we got you covered, buddy. We got you covered. Alright, we do draw the Misty Rainforest here. Looks like these 2 games against the Tron deck have really going quite well for us, if I'm going to be quite honest here. So we're going to go ahead and shock this in. We will Hyena Umbra on the Core Spirit Dancer. Yes, yield. Bang. Play out this Gadok Teague of ours, which says no to you, Khan, no to you, Ugin, and we'll attack for 3. For opponent's best line is Gigantha next turn. We've got them on a 2-turn clock, so that's fine. Alright, here comes the Sphere. So cycle that, yeah, using Tron land. Play different Tron land, alright. Nature's Claim, alright, I probably wouldn't have used the forest then. That's okay. I suppose they were trying to utilize their artifact mana though. Alright, so Sentinel's Eyes on the core. We draw a Rancor. Rancor seems pretty good. Let's play our Ethereal Armor. Alright, might as well play our Rancor now. Alright, we have bricked on land, but we're going to put a nice attack for 14 in here. Put our opponent down to 3, and they just concede off that. Alright, so nice little victory against Tron there. And, yep. This is why we run so many Gadok Tigs in the sideboard. Because it's very good against their deck. Pretty fortunate that game. We had a very aggressive clock because we both had the Core Spirit Dancer and the Gadok Tig, and because they played turn 2 Forest, it meant that we could go in on the... we could play the turn 2 Core Spirit Dancer, be slightly more aggressive, not give them enough time to draw to an out. Alright, so this hand is looking reasonably decent, if you ask me. I'm going to keep it. We've got Leyline Protection, we've got our Core Spirit Dancer, we don't have Totem Armor, which sort of sucks, but our auras are good. Our land is a little bit... Alright, is this Burn? It's looking like we're versing Burn again. So Leyline, hopefully going to do a lot of work for us here. What is on top? Core Spirit Dancer on top. So we're going to play our Forest and pass to our opponent. No need to play the Horizon Canopy there. It doesn't benefit us over the Forest. And yeah. Here, if they have one burn spell for the Core Spirit Dancer, but not the other one. Alright, Eidolon's going to be pretty good. Not going to lie there. Daybreak Coroner on top, though. We might be able to get there. Alright, so we don't really have a choice here. We do have to try for Spirit Dancer. We take 3 points of damage, 1 off the Canopy, 2 off the Eidolon. We then pass to our opponent and see what they do. All these creatures scare me. If we do resolve an aura on our Spirit Dancer, though, we're going to be pretty good, because it's going to take 2 burn spells to kill it. Alright, well, if they've got the burn spell... Razorverge Thicket on top. That will help us. Look, we're taking 5 damage here. If we cast 2 auras, right? We're going to be taking 5 points of damage. I don't think we have to block here. It's like if they like cast a burn spell on themselves. Is there an instant speed burn spell they can cast, though? There isn't Lightning Bolt. I don't think so. Alright, let's reduce 1 point of damage. I don't think they have a spell to cast here. Alright, they don't. We save 1 life. Let's see if that 1 life is enough to get us there. Skewer the critics, 3 damage to our Core Spirit Dancer, obviously. Alright, so we'll play out our other Core Spirit Dancer. What is on top of our library? Hopefully it's a Bogle. We're in a lot of trouble now because we take a lot of damage from this Eidolon, no matter what we do. I think we're a little bit licked this game. We draw Scout. So if Scout's going to be good enough, we need to play our Sentinel's Eyes. And yeah, and then we just take lethal damage. Alright, let's not show them the Sentinel's Eyes, I suppose. We just lose. Creature heavy hand, I suppose. Eidolon showing a bit of a strength there. Okie dokie. So, against Burn, we do like the Force of Vigor. We don't really like the Core Spirit Dancers so much, so we're going to go ahead and remove them. Bring in the paths, and we'll run that list. That is what we do. Dang. Not quite enough to get there, but we got games 2 and 3. I believe, I trust in the deck, in the... I'm going to say in the process. That just did not sound right in my head at all. The process of playing hexproof creatures and winning. Okie dokie. What have we got here? This hand is not good enough. Let's throw this one back. Alright, this hand is probably... have another look at our land base. It's pretty painful. I think we can keep it. Bottom, a canopy. Yeah. It's like, we can deal with like one of their creatures and then we're pretty good. So we'll get basic forest here. I don't want to misclick. The fact we're like only taking 2 damage from our land base here is one of the reasons why I kept it. But you know, this hand is pretty threat light. Getting a Goblin Guard will be nice though, particularly if this draws us into a land. Maybe a Razor Verge Thicket if we're particularly lucky. Alright, Leyline of Sanctity. So we're not actually that far off of hard casting Leyline of Sanctity. Alright, Bogle, Savage Swipe, and get that attack happening. And yeah, very real chance we hardcast this Leyline this game. Alright, Eidolon the Great Revel. That is fine. What is on top of our library? Oh, well, that's not a good one. Alright, so do we... Do we attack? Do we put the brakes on? Or do we hope to draw land and then cast Leyline? Because we could cycle Horizon Canopy. That's bad if we draw Daybreak Coronet. I think we just attack for 2. Hope to draw land or Daybreak Coronet. That's 8 cards. Oh, sorry. That's more than 8 cards. I was thinking, you know, Leyline or Daybreak Coronet. But yeah, we got a whole heap of lands we can draw here. We've only got 5. We've got 15 lands we can draw. 10 of which are relevant. So, yeah. Alright, Swift Spear. Opponent's taking damage now. Hopefully this helps us win the race. They've got 2 mana burn spells in hand or something. They can only cast 1 this turn. Then we resolve our Leyline and we're happy. Doesn't seem like a super creature heavy hand. Does not seem like it. Come on, land. That is all I'm saying. I'll sing it until the day is over. I think he's considering whether or not to skewer the critics. Rift Bolt, okay. Oh, this is going to be so good if we draw land for Leyline. Oh, this is going to be so good. He'll have to Rift Bolt himself or a creature. Come on, land. Yes! Alright, shock this bad boy into play. 3 points of damage. Leyline's out here. Alright, do we want to put the brakes on or do we want to attack? If we attack, we put our opponent... Yeah, so we definitely attack because Rift Bolt is on suspend and they're going to take damage off the Eidolon trigger. Alright, let's go. Let's go. So they're going to at least 2 here. Oof. That Rift Bolt's looking pretty bad right now. I am so satisfied from that. Alright, goodbye Eidolon. And they've got like 2 pain lands as well. 2 Horizon lands that cause them the pain. Alright, goodbye Eidolon. What is your next move, opponent? Attack for 2, risk death, or chump block? Did anyone watching ever think they'd see a Leyline hardcast against Burn with one ethereal armor and it would be good enough? That's what I want to know. Did anyone ever expect that? Oh, goodness gracious. Alright, cycling that fiery eyelet. That's got to be good for us. Oof. Sometimes you're just too good. Hot damn. That's how we do it. That is how we do it. Alright. So, is opponent not going to concede? Alright, we get the win. Hot dang. Hot dang. Holy moly. That was a little bit of a close one. Alright, so I think I like the same list, and we're going to do that on the draw here. Alright, we're going to throw this one back. And this one looks really good. We're going to keep this one. And question is, do we want to keep... do we want to keep Force of Vigor? I think we do. I think we bottom one hexproof creature. Start with our friend Leyline out there, causing havoc. And, yeah. So it's my opponent's turn. Did they miss on land or something? Or okay, they're playing land in the second main. Horizon Canopy seems pretty good. Alright, so taking a little bit of damage from our land here, but there's a high likelihood that my opponent has Eidolon of the Great Rebel here, and it's basically the same as playing Scout next turn and taking 2 damage from Eidolon, so might as well have the option to attack should we choose it. Wouldn't it be so good if Sentinel's Eyes was green and we could pitch it to the graveyard? Oh, it gets exiled though, never mind, that wouldn't work. It would still be cool if it was green. Alright, well, I think we just take 4 points of damage here. Sorry, 5 points of damage because the Horizon land. And then we start attacking for 3 with Totem Armor every turn. And that seems like it's going to be pretty good to me. So we'll put the pressure right back on our opponent here. This is one of the reasons why I really like Sentinel's Eyes. I wish I could fit a second copy of it into the deck. I probably could if I remove one of the Gristmoon. Like, I'm really not seeing that much Death Shadow at the moment, so realistically you could trim some numbers of that for another Sentinel's Eyes. Alright, what's on top? Bogle. Alright, well, I'm just fine attacking like this. I'll just attack you for 3 until you're dead, unless you want to do something, opponent. We also have the option to Force of Vigor his Eidolon now, and then play out our auras from our hand. Yeah, so just leave Bogle in hand and look for an opportunity to do that during our opponent's turn. Seems pretty good to me. Wouldn't it be amusing if my opponent left, like, brought in Path to Exile for Core Spirit Dancer, or left in Searing Blaze, Searing Blood? Alright, so we will just continue the attack for 3 a turn until my opponent forces me to do something. This is fine. They're just holding, like, completely dead cards that do nothing. Oh. Oh. Has my opponent got an Enchantment Destroy effect? If they do, we just have another creature to go in on. So I'm not fussed. They will take damage doing it as well, which is nice. We can potentially get our Sentinel's Eyes back from our graveyard as well. Boros Charm, indestructible. Alright, so you take 2 damage to negate 3. He can't give a double strike or extra damage or anything, so... Actually, he took 3 damage to prevent 3. That doesn't seem very good to me. Does he realize we're a 3/3? Alright, so they are cycling the Fiery Islet, playing a Bloodstained Mire. So I guess they drew the Bloodstained Mire off the Fiery Islet, and I guess they just cycle Sunbaked Canyon now. Play another Eidolon. Okay. Oh, I'm so sorry, opponent. We don't take damage because it's 4 converted mana cost for force. And then we just play double aura attack for the win. Cool. Alright, getting there against Burn. Sentinel's Eyes showing all its worth in the world there. That's, yeah. It's like such a powerful card in these aggressive matchups. Like, I can't emphasize that enough. I'm genuinely thinking of, at the moment, because I am versing a lot of Burn at the moment, genuinely thinking of removing 1 Griffspoon for the Sentinel's Eyes, given the fact the meta is permitting it. And you know, I think that's perfectly reasonable. It helps our Eldrazi Tron matchup a little bit as well. Alright, so we are here in our match 4 now. Oh, no creature, so we're gonna have to throw this one back. Gaucho. I've versed this person before. What's he on? Is this a Death Shadow player? I might keep this Windswept Heath just in case it is. Yeah, let's ditch the Temple Garden so we can keep as many auras as possible. I think this is Death Shadow. Yeah, there's the Mishra's Bauble. Alright, so hopefully no Thoughtseize. Looking at the top card of their own library. Alright, here's the Thoughtseize. Goodbye, fun. Alright. We do have the Griffspoon, though, and we do have the Totem Armor for our Dryad Arbor. Ooh, Core Spirit Dancer might be helping us a little bit as well. Alright, Inquisition of Kozilek. I think they're going to take Griffspoon now. They might take Hyena Umbra, actually. Drawing Core Spirit Dancer makes it a little bit harder, because if they've just got 1 kill spell in hand, taking Hyena Umbra doesn't quite do it for them. It does a lot, but it doesn't do all of it. Okay. Alright, holding up Bloodstained Mire. Alright, we are in the end step. Getting out this Dryad Arbor, and we draw another Griffspoon. Alright, so cast Core Spirit Dancer and wait. Pretty happy that I got the, I don't know, maybe I should have mulliganed that hand. Like, I have the read that my opponent was on Death Shadow. Did I have that read, before I'd, kept the hand low? That's the question. Such a shame, though. This hand would absolutely have torn my opponents to pieces if we were on the play, but we're just on the draw, so, like, 1 Thoughtseize is just really good for them. Alright, here comes Death Shadow. Doing its things. Well, they know about... oh, okay. I'll play the Scout. Seems pretty good. They know about 1 Griffspoon. They don't know about the other. Yeah, we will run out the Griffspoon because we do have duplicates as well. Alright. And, yep, pass. And now we can start thinking about how we want to play the rest of the game. Alright, Fatal Push on the Dryad Arbor. Cool, we get around the Dryad Arbor, dying. Alright, that's good. We utilize the mana, we get a Hexproof creature out. Alright, this is good. Opponent's only got 2 cards in hand after drawing. Snapcaster Mage, target Inquisition. Target Thoughtseize, probably. Thoughtseize. Alright, they're going aggressive. Alright, so they can take the Ethereal Armor here, pump their Death Shadow. One card in hand. Hopefully it's not Team of Battle Rage. Okay, it's Bloodstand Maya, so that's good. They're attacking for 3. Yep, pretty easily just take that damage and see what we draw. Think we can potentially get the win here. Okay, he's being aggressive and doing some combat math, deciding to shock it in. Okay. Alright, so 6 points of damage from our opponent. We can potentially attack them for 3. If we attack them for 3, the Death Shadow goes up to a 9/9. And they can attack us for 11. That does not kill us. But if we attack for 5, I think we just got to attack for 3 here. Because we do have the option to attack and play Griffin post combat if we choose to. But I think we just got to go for it. Alright, so we are getting attacked for a bunch here. 11 going to 2. Do they have the lightning bolt or something? Germag Angler? This one's going down to the wire. Alright, any aura and we win. Alright, that's an aura. That is one hell of an aura. Ooh. Alright, fly through. Griffin doing the work, getting us to game 1. Oh, wow. Wow, wow, wow. Okay. Good job. Good job, team. Alright. So, Grixis Death Shadow. They've got the discard. We're going to want the Path to Exiles. I'm not sure how I feel about the Savage Swipes. I don't think I like them that much. Definitely Rest in Peace. They're going to have Drown and Lock. So, and we've seen some number of Snapcaster Mages as well. I think at the moment the Death Shadow deck, the Grixis Death Shadow decks run 2 Snapcaster Mages. That was the latest list I've seen. They could potentially have the Royal Scions as well. Suppression Field could be good. And I don't really value Core Spirit Dancer that highly here. Not on the draw, at least. Though maybe it's better than Suppression Field on the draw. Given if we keep a non-leyline hand and they just Thoughtseize away our hexproof creature, it could be good to have more creatures. Yeah, I think so. I think I'm going to take the Spirit Dancers out when I'm on the play, though, for the Suppression Fields. They're very heavy on fetch lands, and that can just mana screw them out of the game very, very easily. Alright, well, we'll keep this hand. It's a little bit weak to discard, but it's a really solid hand. Greed spec hand right here. That's what we're about on this channel, being greedy. Alright, well, there's the discard. It's not, it's not, Thoughtseize, though. Alright, so we have the option to play Razorverge Thicket there over Windswept Heath. I don't really like it, though. Alright, goodbye, Rest in Peace. There's a reason why you shouldn't like it. Alright, let's see if they got the Fatal Push. Not much we can do about it if they do. Hopefully, Hexproof Creature on top, punish them. No Hexproof Creature. Alright, so Hyena Umbra. And attack if we're able to. Okay. We've resolved Totem Armor. That is a good start. They could, you know, take out some number of either Fatal Push or Drowning Lock because they know we've got hexproof creatures, and they might assume that we're taking out some number of Core Spirit Dancers. I don't know. This is a pretty good looking hand though. I'm definitely prioritizing resolving this Grist Spoon soon though. That's going to be the next aura I'm going to look to cast. And we play the Horizon Canopy Aura Other Land first to play around Stubborn Denial for like 1 mana. It doesn't look like they're going to get Ferocity this turn. Oh, Steam Vents in tap. That's a very defensive line opponent. Okay. So, what do we want to do here? We just drew this Slippery Bogle. Do I want to look to go in on the Bogle instead? I think they know about Hyena Umbra and Ethereal Armor, by the way. I don't think they know about Grist Spoon. No, I think they do. Bogle, Grist Spoon on the Bogle. Do we play around Stubborn? No. We jam 1 aura here, like Grist Spoon, Ethereal Armor, attack. Alright, let's play a Slippery Bogle. It's better if they've got double removal spell and they're just slow rolling it. Gonna play Ethereal Armor here in case they've got Plague Engineer. And I don't think I want to play into Stubborn Denial. So I think I'm just gonna pass the turn as is. It's a little bit funky the way I did that. Maybe I could have... Alright. So Griftsburn to the bin. Opponent will see that we were playing around Stubborn Denial then as well. I wonder if they're going to respect me playing around Stubborn Denial there. Alright, Griftsburn to the bin. We can get it back. We're 1 mana away from getting it back. Opponent's putting no pressure on us at the moment. Shocking in Blood Crypt. What are they doing now? Gurmag Angler? Okay, well, Gurmag Angler will be a small amount of an issue, but if we draw land, we can just Griftspoon fly over the top. But they have halted our attacks for now. Alright, that's not the land we're looking for. Let's just jam out our Ethereal Armor here. Pass the turn. Next turn we can attack with Griftspoon. Oh, wait. Okay. Yep, they've got the Ferocity now. Right. Okay. Alright, so they're not going to be able to stop us from casting the Griftspoon, though. Reactivating the Griftspoon, because it's an activated ability, not a cast. So we can take a 5 and attack them for 7 back. Alright, so... They're not even attacking. They're showing a lot of weakness here at the moment. 1 card in hand, all this land, nothing to do with it. Get to attack for 5 in the air now. I mean, yeah, Ethereal Armor next turn, win. I don't see how my opponent's getting out of it short of like a Damnation or a Bontus. Thoughtscour themselves ditching Stubborn Denial and Team of Battle Rage. Attacking us for 5. Yeah, that's fine. Maybe they've drawn the Death Shadow. It's not going to matter. We do have Lethal. Alright, there is the Death Shadow. I think it's a turn too late for them. Royal Silence? No, they're double blue and black. Is it a Snapcaster Mage into Thoughtscour or something? Surely holding up Snapcaster Stubborn Denial is better than that. Maybe they just tapped wrong and they're trying to Bontus. No, Bontus doesn't work. Anger actually gets us really bad here. If it's Anger of the Gods, they'll get us super bad. Because they'll deal 3 damage to both our creatures. Hyena Umbra will fall to the bin. Then the 3 damage marked on our Bogle will cause our Bogle to die because he'll only have 3 toughness from the Ethereal Armor shrinking. But looks like nothing. We can cast this Ethereal Armor now. If they counter it, we can cycle Horizon Canopy and look for another aura and try to win that way. But if not, we just, you know, win in the air. Gristburn, very powerful against Death Shadow. Alright, excellent stuff. So that is us now 3-1 in this league. I'm pretty happy about that. Going on to our 5th and final match, and we're going to see how positive we're going to go. Okay, let's go on to this round 5. Sorry for the change of attire. I've just gone to training and returned, so just had to take a brief pause there. Isn't it convenient that pretty soon after I'm going on about me cutting a Gritspoon, I face the matchup where it's really, really good. So basically like both Titan matchups with Field of the Dead and Death Shadow matchups are really good for Grifburn. Alright, so this is probably going to have to do here. We're going to go ahead and keep it. We're going to bottom a Savage Swipe. And we are on the play, thank goodness. Or else we could be in some trouble. Alright, let's go. Let's do the thing. Ooh, is it a Thoughtseize deck? Let us see. Mountain Prowess. Dredge. Okay, Dredge isn't too bad, but this hand isn't that good. We need to see a land here so we can curve. Alright, great. We see a land. So, jam Ethereal, jam Gristburn, get a big old attack in. Smack him for 4. Hope we draw 2 Daybreak Coronet, pretty much. Other than that, more Ethereal Armors, Rancor. Just start pushing the damage through. Maybe if we hit our Sentinel's Eyes too. That would be quite handy. So no Dredger in the yard for them this turn. Life from Own, never mind, they got us on upkeep. So draw step, Dredge. Bloodghast there, so surely they'll play land. Bloodghast will come in, Prized Amalgam will come back. And then we're going to be in a bit of trouble. We can, however, just kill the Prized Amalgam pretty easily. Alright, they cast Life from Loam, get some land back, get their Dredger back in the graveyard. Trigger, blah, blah, blah. Alright, so Gristburn will grow up to 4 toughness. We're then going to Savage Swipe for tempo. And we're going to attack for 6. Alright, and we got them dead if they don't hit Narcomoeba. Or Creeping Chill. Creeping Chill as well. So yeah, against this deck, Savage Swipe isn't going to do a whole lot for you. It might gain you life off of your Daybreak Coronet. That might be about it. Oh, they get a Thug into the graveyard. Alright, so they're going to dredge 5. There's 1 Creeping Chill. And another Thug in the bin. Surely land Bloodghast, Prized Amalgam trigger. Don't know if they're going to get much more than that though. It doesn't look like they got a flyer, so Rancor, Ethereal Armor, Daybreak Coronet all win us the game here. So drawing to 12 auras to win on the spot. So post-board we are looking at our Rest in Peace and our Torpor Orbs. Obviously, with Torporob, you'll stop the prized amalgams, and the Narcomoeba triggering them as well, and all of that sort of stuff. It's not quite as good as Grafdigger's Cage, but it's hopefully good enough. Alright, Life from the Loam. Alright, they're just returning land. They're not doing a whole lot. Alright, land, Bloodghast, trigger prized amalgam. We still have them dead next turn. Ooh. What's this now? Conflagrate to the bin. That could be an issue. If they untap, they might kill us with Conflagrate now. Alright, we rip Ethereal Armor, one of our 12 auras we needed there. And we're going to fly over for the victory in round 1. Alright. Wham bam, thank you ma'am. Alright, so... Savage Swipe seems really bad. I normally take Leyline out, but I just don't have that much to bring in. So on the odd chance that they do have a discard spell, they do have a Conflagrate, it's not the worst. I think maybe one path here. I said Torporob, didn't I? What's that change? Do I even want Torporob on the draw? Well, singular removal spells don't seem very good here. Shutting my opponent off of everything they're doing, their biggest resource, which is their graveyard, does seem a lot better. Torporob doesn't completely shut them down, but it does do a lot. So I think I'll minus 1 Grispoon. We're losing a bit of value off the Grispoon because they've got Narcomoebas to jump block with. And on top of that, we're not running the Savage Swipe, so having 1-drop auras on curve isn't as important. So yeah, I think this is reasonable. And like, if I had an option between Tur 1 or a Savage Swipe, alright, this, yeah, we got our Hate Piss, let's keep it. Even if they Thoughtseize the Boggle, Rest in Peace is going to be really strong here. Alright, opponent has kept a 6 here. Oh, scary old Blood Crypt. Alright, there's a Thoughtseize, we called it. Can you win through Rest in Peace, opponent? That is the question. You're going for our Bogle. Alright, he's taking the Rest in Peace. He doesn't wanna try. Okay. Oh no. Look at that. Look at him get rewarded. Oh no. Would have been so funny. My opponents always get so salty if they take the Hexproof creature and I top deck one. Like, go away. Your 1-mana discard spell should not just give you an out for me to not play a game of Magic. Like, I am allowed to randomly top deck a creature. You shouldn't get super salty. Alright, Reunion. Holy moly. They've got a lot in the bin here. What is going on? So, Ox and Conflagrate. Okay, that's not too bad. Oh, we draw Core Spirit Dancer. Alright, so let's low roll the Core Spirit Dancer, I think. To a stage where we can do Aura and draw off it immediately. If we're just to play it this turn, they're just going to Conflagrate it. And that doesn't seem super good for me. Alright, so Ox discard hand, or Conflagrate discard hand. Conflagrate face, letting us attack for 5. Maybe we play another Aura, and then it's anywhere from, you know, 8 to 10 damage. Alright, they just rip 2 Creeping Chills, why not? Another Narcomoeba to chump block. This is Dredge, guys. They don't actually need to attack you to deal damage anymore, because they got their friend Creeping Chill. Come to ruin everybody's fun. Lightning Helix on a graveyard card. Alright, 2 prized amalgams as well. Holy moly. And a Bloodghast. So we've only taken 2 damage from our land and they haven't attacked us when we're on 12. So, alright, well that's a turn too late almost, but I Might need to play it anyway. Alright, let's play it anyway. And we'll play our scout to help chump block. I don't think we want to attack. I think we just want to slow the game down. Torpor Orb should help us slow the game down. Alright, Dredge and a miss. So this prized amalgam goes to the graveyard. It's not coming back. And Ox entering from the graveyard, it won't trigger its draw ability either. It won't trigger the discard ability, but you know. Yeah. Alright, well let's not play. We're not going to play around Nature's Claim here. We're just going to block. If they've got the Nature's Claim, we're going to lose a lot, but okay, that's good. Alright, so we take 5. Oh, they can conflagrate for 5 and win the game. Cool. Never mind, I misplayed that. Alright, they've Life from the Loamed. They've misplayed also. Because, yeah, flashback, double red. Never mind. Oh, wait, no. They've got the land for a conflagrate. I shouldn't have said GG preemptively. He might not have seen the line. Alright. I might have punted that one, guys. Just discarding all the stuff. Alright, cool. Conflagrate, 5 dead. You know, 2 creeping chills. What's she gonna do? Oh, there's the rancor on top. But he was still on 20, so we weren't gonna get much done. I like my ley lines less now. I like bringing this Griff Spoon. Maybe the paths here. Then what else do I want? Do I want just Stony Silence or Suppression Field? Probably Suppression Field. They've got a lot of fetch lands. The second Suppression Field better than Path, probably. Let's bring that in. Alright, let's go. Let's do it. Alright, rest in peace. We got a Dried Arbor. I'm going to keep it. Graveyard Hate, good. And, yep. This will do. I don't want to lead on the Windswept Heath because our opponent can't make us discard it. And I don't want to leave it to die to Conflagrate. Like, can they cast Conflagrate on turn 2? Let me just double check the card. Alright, Conflagrate, XX red. Okay, so they'd need 3 mana to cast it on turn 2. So maybe we don't have to worry about that. And we can just be efficient. Alright. Maybe we do have to worry about it. Cathartic Reunion exiled means he's probably got another one in hand. Gemstone Caverns, come on, man. That's no good. That's not cricket. Alright, well, if he taps out, I think we're fine either way. Oh, he's got the bloody Thoughtseize anyway. Like, alright, he's just got all the Thoughtseize this game. Oh, maybe we should have mulled to a better hand. We can get us up to 5 toughness, but we don't have totem armor, and he'll have 3 mana on turn 2. God damn these Thoughtseize. Is he like packing 4 in the sideboard or something? He's only got 2 cards in hand. Yeah. I don't know if it's gonna make too much of a difference here. I guess it plays around him not having the land drop and stuff. Like, he's pretty threat light. Nature's Claim to the bin, double land to the bin. What did he keep? How many cards? He mulliganed to 6 and exiled a card. Okay. Alright, well, could be pretty good here. Another aura, and our Dried Arbor should be safe from any Conflagrates. Alright, Cathartic Reunion. That's good. Blast Zone in the bin, but Life from the Loam to hand. So they're going to have access to a reoccurring Blast Zone, which is absolute bollocks. I think we're just going to lose off the strength of Blast Zone, unfortunately. If we draw Rest in Peace, actually, we'll be pretty good. Can I do anything else? Not really. Rip Rest in Peace and cheer? At least if he casts Life from the Loam, it's going to be an extra turn until he can activate Blast Zone. Maybe we can work our way out of this somehow. Not quite sure why he's punting at the moment. He's only got 2 cards in hand. I'm not sure what exact lines he's got. I might as well just pause. Alright, so City of Brass, tap for white mana. Is another Shriekhorn maybe? It's about all that makes sense to me right now. Alright, it's another Shriekhorn. You got it. Alright, we draw land, which is absolutely no help whatsoever. I think our best line here is attack and play Horizon Canopy, pass, cycle Horizon Canopy, end of turn. I mean, we're in a lot of trouble here. Like, we have only drawn lands, and our opponents, you know, just dredged into absolute gas. One of which is Blast Zone. There's an Archamoeba. It's gonna enter the battlefield. Sinkweed in graveyard now. Here comes Creeping Chill. All the Dredge Super Friends have come to join the party here. Make this game extremely difficult for us. Hopefully he goes for a greedy line and we draw into Rest in Peace. That's about all we can really hope for at this stage. Alright, here comes the Life from the Loam, getting his stupid Blast Zone. Oh, he's thinking. He is thinking. Oh, Ox. Narcomoeba. Yeah. It's actually really upsetting. Like, Grafdigger's Cage, if we were to rip into that, we'd actually stand a chance here. Because after we Blast Zone, we could get the Rancor back, but we're like so far behind in resources. Like, he's really fortunate with his dredges, I feel. Like, Nature's Claim we can battle through. A reoccurring bloody life, a reoccurring Blast Zone we can't. It's just too good. And, you know, he's cast his Life from the Loam, his return is rubbish. He's even got the Conflagrate just to freaking wreck us more. That might be a blessing in disguise. Let's cycle this Horizon Canopy, get looking for the Rest in Peace, and look to reset after that. Alright, our deck hates us. Game over. Yeah, that's a shame. We've played this game well, and just not happening at all. Alright, another Creeping Chill. We're even lower. Now any Bloodgust that enter will now have haste. What can you do? We've seen 12 cards from our library and our opponent's seen 34. It's like absolutely absurd. They've hit all 4. Oh no, sorry, they've hit 2 Creeping Chills, but I mean 2's enough. Here comes that stupid bloody Blast Zone. What's he doing now? Ox? Conflagrate face? No, you can't Conflagrate here. Has to be Ox. Alright, well maybe we miss sideboarded. Maybe we leave the ley lines in there and just hope they're good. Right now, even if we rep Path to Exile and Rest in Peace both in the same turn and play them, I don't think it's going to be enough. We just... Man, these freaking Thoughtseize is like... Yeah. Oh, he's got at least 2. And, yeah. Well... Oh, there's the Torpor Rob. Again, too late. What can you do? Alright, I like opponents that just don't interact and just rip the bullshit. Alright. That is going to be game over. We're going to get out of this league now. 3-2. Yeah, I mean, 3-2 is not bad by any stretch. We get our qualifier point. I think that actually gives us 40 points now, so we can look to play some of the events when they pop up. Yeah, 41 points actually. All right, so we can actually look to play some of these events. Yeah, just based on the deck and the way everything's been going, I feel like Sentinel's Eyes would be good as a 2-of, and we'll just make that a minus on Gris Boon. Even though it is good against Amulet Titan and it is good against Death Shadow, you know, Sentinel's Eyes is certainly good against both those decks also. Okay, sideboard-wise, look, I think maybe Grafdigger's Cage for Stony Silence. Like, I'm just not seeing the play for Stony Silence at the moment. I don't think we can cut anything else. Yeah, look, I think this is perfectly fine sideboard here. Alright, so this is going to be the list I'll take into my next league. Tomorrow I will be doing... had a bit of a request in the comment section, so I will be doing a bit of a guide to Bogles and a guide to sideboarding and things like that with some matchups. And that will be the content for tomorrow, back into the normal matches for Monday through Friday, and etc, etc. So yeah, thank you all for watching till the end. If you liked the content, be sure to leave a like and a comment, both of which are good for the YouTube algorithm and will help grow the channel. Other than that, if you are new to the channel and would like to see daily Bogles content, be sure to subscribe and then ring the bell for alerts. Thank you as always, and we will see you next time.